Now, when you took over in 2006, or when you joined the company in 2006, I should say, chemicals was
Right.
looked upon as a fairly, boring kind of a sector, polluting, looked upon as a basic commodity, very cyclical in nature, and it did not excite investors. But today, I mean, it must be one of the hottest sectors. I mean, everybody wants to invest in it. Specialty chemicals is apparently a sector with great opportunity. And stock prices of all these companies have moved up manyfold. Is this hype or is this excitement justified, or do you think it's a passing, would you say it's a passing fad?
Yeah, then, so you're absolutely right. When I first joined in 2006 and early on, chemical companies like ours would trade at a multiple of 10, 12, whereas pharmaceutical companies would trade, at multiples of 30, 40 PE. And I would meet analysts and ask them that why is it that chemical stocks are, valued so low. We may have better barriers to entry than some of the pharmaceutical companies. We are more specialized. Some of the chemical companies, we have higher margins, but there was no response. Pharma was the hype back then, but in the last 4 or 5 years, that scenario has changed, and you see now chemical stocks trading in India at 40, 50 multiples, whereas pharma maybe at 25, 30. I don't know how much of it is hype. Globally, still chemical companies don't get such high valuations. I think what the world and what the stock market is expecting, or rather betting on, is the China plus one strategy. They are believing that a lot of the chemical industry will shift from China to India. A lot of products, the Indian chemical industry as of now is much smaller than the Chinese industry, and that's what the bet is, that the growth going forward, there will be a lot more growth, and hence such high valuations, I guess.
So we'll talk a lot about the sector and where Vinati fits in, but I want to start from the beginning because I read that even back in the day when chemicals was not such a hot sector, you were always excited by chemicals. I mean, right from the onset in school, chemistry apparently was your favorite subject. What was it? I mean, was it the fact that you were around your father who had started a chemicals company? Where did this excitement for chemicals come in at such an early stage in your life?
Yeah, no, you're right. I think that's how it started. My father started this company around 1990 when I was 6 years old, and he has no chemistry background qualification. So I remember when I was 10, 12, he would come and ask me questions out of my chemistry textbook, and that's how the interest developed. I would go visit, both me and my sister, we would go visit the factory. It was an outing. It was a weekend getaway for us as a family, and that's how the interest built up. And by the time I was a teenager, I knew I wanted to study chemistry. I pursued chemical engineering and business. I started attending board meetings with him when I was 18, 19, meeting customers in the US actually. While I was studying there, doing my undergrad, he would come take me to meet some of our buyers, and hence as soon as I graduated, after working for a few months in New York, I moved back and joined the company in 2006.